Okay, well, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today. We're here to talk about, the road to the grand final. How did you get here? What's coming up? I want to welcome Quicknix, Soul Raver, and Mike Lowry. How are you all doing this evening?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
I'm fine.
Fantastic. Let's talk about Remagen. This was week 1, DC versus Glow, 13, and Void. Tell me about your thoughts for the game. Number 1, how the f*** did you get Remagen as this pick? Was this intentional? Was this a meme?
Ninja Pulver.
I think Glow Legion Void figured that we were the stronger team and they were hoping to get the point on their side and just get a lucky.
I just remember going into it that, we kind of led it to Remagen. And to be honest, our strategy with Remagen was to just hope we get the point on our side. We thought that was our best chance rather than playing them on a more conventional map. I don't think we expected to get all of their trucks and 2 tanks in the first minute after the curtain dropped.
What? Whoa. Did that Greyhound just now? Oh, beautiful.
I didn't even have the pleasure of playing this game. I wasn't even in DC at this point, so this was a great watch.
Look, the bridge is now again completely in the hands of DC.
This was I watched this game the day before I joined DC, and I remember going, okay, I think I'll join DC.
And the other tower has also fallen. Both towers have fallen.
Well, let's talk about week 2. DC versus FOC, a Chinese team. This was an SMDM game. And once again, you got a 5-0 victory in about 70 minutes. Tell me about your experience versus FOC this game. How are they as an opponent?
They were, they were decent for a first stage team for sure. In game, I had fun against them. Mike and I were meat grinding in the middle, and it was Mike.
I think they were kind of slower, more defensively.
They held us for almost an hour on the 4th point though.
Oh, that OP's still up. Check that out. Might probably get some more guys spawning in here, getting in. And here they come. So Thorpe, though, looking like he's answering that push. Pretty much nukes the entire squad.
They were definitely a strong team, but I think, they were only defensive. They didn't ever... I think the only problem was we were more frustrated we weren't winning quicker, as in it wasn't the case that we felt that we were going to lose that game, if that makes sense.
Oh, man. He can nuke this. Looks. Oh, I missed. No, that's the bats get in before he kills him. Oh. Insane.
So that sent you to the second stage. Week 1 took you to Carentan to take on Chimera, Australian team. I think for a lot of people it was one of the more anticipated games of the second stage.
Having a recon tank here as well, rockets flying. These boys know how to play the game. And at the moment, this is gonna go to DC just from the map control right now, just from the points they have spread out. They're just standing down there on that side. They're also in the north. These boys have been smart. They have spread out all the way.
But yeah, definitely props to Chimera. They played well.
I hope to see them back next seasonal. They were a fun team to play against, and I was also getting hyped for them at points, seeing them how far they were going. I was kind of cheering them on when I was watching them. Like, yeah, these guys deserve to go far.
DC is just pouring in. They cleared the 2 defenders in the hard point, and now everybody is pouring in.
Yeah, so that was actually the first time that we'd ever been 5-0'd, and to this date, the hardest game we've ever played. The learning experience we got from it was huge, and the way they use their infantry and artillery together, especially, was really rough. And just trying to clear them out completely, you have to be so thorough, because Rat is the perfect name. That team, that is exactly what they are. They are sneaky little rats.
Spawning in, big spawn wave, giant spawn wave, but they're not making it really far. And now that spawn might be the grave. They're still losing the point because they're still not on the actual hard point. It's only so close, but now... Oh god, can they? Yeah, they can climb, okay. They can climb, but it's slowing them down! Another satchel blasts them, and the whole spawn wave got killed. This might be the end for our friends from Chimera here.
So let's talk about Gary's OnlyFans. Week 2 of the second stage. The map is Utah Beach, and you took out this team in 53 minutes.
We had an OP right in front of Chapel, west of Chapel, across the road in this trench, and it was getting shelled to bits by Artie, and we just kept spawning on it, and at some point we just survived.
Soul Raver looking like, is that another satchel that we're seeing? DC making great use of the satchels. Mike Laurie's just going to go in there himself anyway, though. Just clear the infantry. No need for the satchel.
I remember first that we gave up server and access, and I was like, never again. We weren't obviously at the level we're at now. I think a lot of teams in seasonal, like TO last seasonal, they'll pick up a lot of momentum like very, very quickly when people start showing up. Yeah, we were underdeveloped, and it happened fast. So yeah, they kicked our ass pretty bad.
But let's pull out for a little bit. It's all blue. This is it for Goff, unfortunately. Well, that meat grind brought you through the second stage and onto the main stage, and your first game was against another Chinese team, Nirvana, on Stalingrad.
Stalingrad, yeah, that was before Soviets had a light tank and bazookas and everything, so they had this AT rifle still. So it was just gun-wise, they were already outclassed.
This gives us a lot more power to like the Lux. Like Merrick and Clippy popped off this game with a 2-man Lux.
That Garrison is getting touched. Clippy and Merrick again here. The nightmare off the front for the Soviets here. Drifting around like the maniacs they are. Turning, and takes down the Garrison. And again, that little looks that cooks good birds.
I think that us and Core, maybe 116, maybe WTH, but mainly the way we played it is we will play any map in the game. We'll play anything. We'll play you on anything, and we'll prep. And even if we get Russians, we'll prep with a mentality that we're going to win.
From there, it really was some of the bigger teams in the tournament. Your next game was against 116, the Greyhounds, on Foy Night.
DC already having control of that house, whereas Greyhounds, they're struggling to get past these trees right here, especially with that Luke's.
Our tanks played incredibly this game. They were so good.
But immediately starts to get shot at by the other tank. So it's a Panther versus 76. The Panther might win this one. Let's see. Oh, there's a deflect from the Panther as the other 76 starts to try to help this 76. We've got a tank battle going on right here. AT is coming out right now, and the 76 goes down.
With that, you needed just one more win to move on to the playoffs, and that brought you to Saint Marie du Mont's DC versus the Line.
TL is very good at defending. They hold their ground. They rely a lot on their tanks, and they have good tankers. I'm not gonna lie.
And someone pulled out like a cringe counter Artie snipes. That was
Oh,
bullshit.
the radar snipe, yeah.
Oh no, that was another thing. No, I meant like
You meant your...
yeah, Tigers had a snipe to shoot our artillery. Well, in the words of Magic Jokic, desperate times call for desperate measures.
I found the RD snipe.
From the Line?
Yeah.
What are you looking at here? What sector?
It's in their west HQ, C1. It's Tigers and a medium tank. He's eating this thing across the map.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
DC was a fantastic opponent that really we just went toe-to-toe with all the way across the line. They just came out on top. Great shooters, good team play.
So that is going to be a GG with just 5 seconds left. There's the countdown. 3, 2, and 1. Congratulations to DC for securing the win and securing their spot in the playoffs. DC is now 7-0.
It's not...
Ooh, Rocket's
really
coming in.
exposed here to both Stewart and Greyhound, though. Trying to stay alive, do what he can.
This medium should take down the... Oh, that's a non-pen shot. Yeah, there it goes. I think it was the medium.
We cocked up a lot. We made a lot of mistakes. I think a lot of us could admit it was not our finest game. Obviously, we almost lost the game, and then our tankers did what our tankers do best, and went full Chad.
Exactly. We do see a medium Sherman, I believe that is. Yes, we do see a medium Sherman pushing in
We're trying to get up.
Jumbo 1 point got satcheled. It's down.
Jumbo 1 point goes down.
Yeah.
This will be a DC bombing run coming in on that trench line.
Clearing out the point.
Yeah,
Reinforced already down.
Are we about to see the point flip?
I think this will flip. All contested.
Contested.
Defending. But
you see now
no, but the reinforced, it doesn't last long anymore. The tanks are pushing in now though. 1 man in the locks and 2 men in the medium.
5 seconds left. Before is no longer possible to cap.
1, 0, and that's
that,
it.
S3 has not started capping.
ESPT against DC was
DC
an amazing match.
ultimately wins.
Yes.
It was a very close match.
I think in general, both teams played really well.
Yeah.
It's just at one point, it was the mid cap was... So 1-6 cap first, right? They were allies, so you naturally kind of cap first, especially if we do our opener like we did. That was like, horrible.
Yeah, this might in moment fall in the hands of the Greyhounds. Then again, I see a lot of blue here. That is the flip. Or rather, the capture for the grounds. Greyhounds already capturing the mid-grounds here. They had lost some people here at the very start. Also had their trucks blown out. Oh! And I see Eastern Slope is getting pushed already. With the Hounds coming from the north here.
We struggled the first 20 minutes. On our second point, the fourth point, they kind of got there real fast. They prepped, obviously they prepped for it, so as soon as they kept mid, they want to contest the fourth.
Paramax defending the area here, defending the OP. Defends the OP beautifully. Now, does he notice Wabi there on the side? That's the question. Yeah, he saw him, and Wabi runs into the fire there.
As we said in the end, they overcommitted on hill, maybe tried to get to Eastern Slope. Kind of wide flanked, and then we
that's
took advantage of that, yeah.
7 seconds, 6. Frontline charging in the last moments, 2 seconds, 1. And that is the end of that 2 minutes to capture the hard point, still getting captured at the moment. That is a victory towards the Reds. The Reds of the T.
So over 11 hours of gameplay in competitive Hell Let Loose this seasonal, 9 wins in a row, 5 wins that ended up being 5-0, and now here playing Core in the grand final. Mr. Zoom, hello. How's it going today?
I'm fine, and you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Thanks for joining me today. Now, your first game was against 501 España. This was a Spanish team. What can you tell me about that game and about 501?
I think it's not like we prepared a lot, but still we wanted to make a statement.
That's going to give Core the 3-2 score. We can see they have a healthy front line going on. You know, expect these guys to push, start trying to claim the front of the capture zone, just to deny 501 ES any kind of foothold to counterattack this point.
For this season, I think there was like too much of a gap between the competitive level we were playing.
And that's looking like GG. Holy smokes.
I think we put quite some effort in this game because it's against Mug, and I like Mug, but there's also like Bender between us, and I wanted 5-0, you know?
Now we have 2 Jumbos stacking up the south side here, or really inching their way in. And Goff just lost another Panther to the double 76 stack.
What I always compliment them on the most is their min-max. Min-max being the way that they distribute their guys with discipline, and that's the difference, right? Like quickly.
Less than 1 minute until Core takes this home. Oh, and that satchel clears out the point, and Goff starts defending the point. And Core's got it. They got their tank coming in to help secure the strong point as well, and Core is going to take this 5-0.
Now let's talk about week 3. This is Core versus WTH.
You know, WTH, we beat them in a friendly, but not in any tournament yet. So I think it's a team that can beat us anytime, and we knew that they will get first cap.
And that initial capture is gonna go to WTH. 5 minutes, 50-ish seconds.
We kept midpoint first as allies, and then they just kept up pressure quite nicely. You know it's gonna be a tough game. I think the last 4 or 5 times we faced them, it's been like 2-3 or 3-2.
2 tanks from Core push in heavily. That might be a big problem for WTH here. That push power is gonna be hard to handle unless they can blast these tanks, and I don't think they have the people there in the area.
I don't know, I think we played very well. I think they played very well. I think WH had some problems with the tanks, but they are such an amazing team and it was a very good fight.
And the big push has died completely. The tank, the last one's still alive, not able to push in the point, and they just breached from the direct point there. Everything a bit too slow, everything a bit not on time there.
And then you face WTH once again, this time on St. Mary-Glees.
It kind of just made me afraid that we had to play WDH again. I was quite in panic that we will drop out at this early stage. It also made me kind of feel bad that our team or WDH will drop out, because I think it's probably the second best team right now in the world.
I'm just gonna open this up and down all the time. Oh, it was a miss against the Harald down there. No, I see some cops. I think I see some cops down there. Oh God! I think that. Oh God! Everybody except the driver and Harald died.
So again, it was quite a tough fight for midpoint. I think they did really well.
In the last 10 or 15 minutes, I took advantage that WDH had to push, got in the hard cap, placed an OP, so they had to pull everything back, and then basically it was GG. There wasn't any time left to get another big push or something.
I mean, I see a lot of blue compared before. Now, yeah, Core has decided that this is enough, and now they have spawned with everybody.
Core versus the line. Hurtgen Forest. This was one that I think a lot of people, based on the midpoint, expected the line to perform better than they did.
The artillery is really working on them, not trying to let them over the bridge.
Taco is also on the other side now with the OP. But there's a Grey oncoming here for Core. Taco died. I don't know if he did get his OP up. Probably not. Nope. But that's unlucky for him. Spreading out, and you can see Core really prepared as well. Already crossed the river here.
We kind of showed that it's possible to win as Hurtgen on Hurtgen Forest as allies.
Playing Core is always an experience. Beyond just being fantastic players and every aspect of the game to be had, they really punish you on any weakness you have. They're great at shifting forces around and playing min-max.
Still, there's a Core squad inside the hard cap.
And there's more coming.
Also, I think we could have get that 5-0. We got very close, but we didn't committed enough into it, because I really wanted that 5-0, not like to shit talk DL or something, but just because I didn't want to stick in the forest anymore, because it's so in favor for anyone who's just camping.
It doesn't look good for TL because Core is coming from every direction. Like, they're inside, but now they're in the stronghold, and
no, I think it's too late. It's probably over.
Not enough time.
Yeah, no time left. Ah, that's so unlucky. That's a good push though for TL.
It's Core still. They're not unbeatable, not at all. It's gonna be very tough.
I think we are quite motivated. We are already preparing a lot. I'm quite sure we will get the mid cap, but after that we will see.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a very tough match. I hope for a very good grind for middle for 90 minutes.
We fought TC in a friendly recently. Now we have like the full TC artillery power, which is very nasty.
Even though we're Axis on the hill, like with all the advantages you have to play around those and be able to play around those, and Core is really good to deny that.
Anything is possible.